two words, and then we'll talk about the topic. And the topic is again very relevant because that is why we are all here, right? The topic is how to prepare for interview. The interview is perspective. मतलब इंटरव्यूअर तो अपने सोच के आता है कि मैं मेरे को क्या कैसे सिलेक्ट करना है, कैसे रिएक्ट करना है. लेकिन हम एज अ इंटरव्यूई जब हम इंटरव्यू के लिए जाते हैं तो हाउ डू आई प्रिपेयर, व्हाट आई कीप इन माइंड, हाउ डू आई think that I am ready for the interview. Okay. Or what kind of preparation we do. So we'll talk about that. So we can probably start with the two words and then we'll talk about the topic. Is that okay?
Can I start first, sir?
Sure.
Well, today my two words are fussy and means the words. FUSSY. Fussy means fastidious at something. So
Hmm.
I am not a fussy eater unlike my brother,
Hmm.
and she is really fussy who she goes out with. She is really fussy who she goes out with. So
Hmm.
fussy means fastidious. And my second word is means the words. Means the word means speak vaguely and speak. Speak indirectly.
Hmm.
So, two examples are just get to the point. Don't means the words.
Hmm.
Some politician always means the words when trolling with other politician.
Hmm.
So this is all about from
Hmm.
myself.
So if I can explain the two words, right? Fussy is बोलते हैं ना ये बहुत fussy eater, like the example that Sarup gave. Somebody who keeps complaining about everything. He or she is very choosy about what to eat. बोलते हैं ना मेरे को लौकी पसंद नहीं है, मेरे को ये पसंद नहीं है, चपाती में घी क्यों नहीं लगाया. So somebody who keeps complaining about things. Okay, somebody being fussy मतलब somebody who's not easy to
So
predict.
please spell out.
FUSSY.
अच्छा अच्छा. Okay.
So this is a very commonly used word. Okay, I mean घर में आपके घर में मान लिया अपने खाना खाने में जो लोग ज्यादा नाटक करता है, you can say कि these are fussy eaters. You are a fussy eater. I am not a fussy eater. ठीक है. एक स्टोरी है. मैं जब छोटा था तो मेरे को खाने पीने में ज्यादा नाटक नहीं है. I can eat anything and everything. Okay, I mean जो भी घर में बनता है मैं सब कुछ खाता हूँ. I used to see people complaining about कि मेरे को ये पसंद नहीं है, इसके अगर सब्जी बन रही है तो इसको लौकी की सब्जी नहीं बननी चाहिए, ये दाल नहीं खाता है, ये इसको करेला पसंद नहीं है. मेरे साथ में ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम था ही नहीं, मैं सब कुछ खाता था. तो मैंने सोचा कि भाई ये इससे तो मतलब कोई मेरे को भाव देता नहीं है, तो लेट मी ऑल्सो डिसाइड कि मैं क्या नहीं खाता हूँ. घर में बोल दूंगा ताकि मुझे थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा भाव मिलेगा कि भाई अच्छा इसके लिए ये नहीं बनाना है. तो घर में एक दिन बोला, बहुत सोच समझ के आइडिया लगा कि क्या बोल सकता हूँ मैं, लौकी. मतलब ठीक है खाता तो हूँ लेकिन ठीक है नाटक कर सकता हूँ. तो मैंने अपनी मम्मी को बोला कि जो है मुझे लौकी पसंद नहीं है, मेरे लिए लौकी मत बनाना. मम्मी ने कहा दरवाजा खुला, सीधा निकल लो घर से बाहर. So I was not allowed to be a fussy eater. ठीक है. तो this was just the lighter side of it, but fussy means somebody who is just overly complaining for anything. Not only for eating, for anything. I mean, let's say don't be a fussy guy, or you never let us decide. नहीं था कहीं भी जाना है, कई बंदा बोल रहा है कि नहीं ऐसे नहीं, ट्रेन से नहीं जाएंगे, बस से जाएंगे. अरे बस से नहीं, बस में बहुत दिक्कत होती है, ऑटो से जाएंगे, ऑटो से नहीं अपनी बाइक से चलते हैं. तो in those situations you can say don't be too fussy, it complicates things. दूसरा था mincing the words. Mincing the words मतलब शब्दों को मिला जुला के कॉम्प्लिकेट कर देना. मतलब when somebody makes it ambiguous or confusing by using a lot of words, right? That is when you say you are mincing the words. मतलब शब्दों को मिला रहा है कोई बहुत ज्यादा. ठीक है. That's what it is. Okay. So good selection of words, Swaroop. I kind of unnecessarily explained those words primarily to make sure that those words stay with us for long. That is what I was hinting at. This is called community learning. When you discuss things with people, that is when that remains with you for long. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anjali ji, over to you.
Yes, sir. So my first word is ruckus.
Ruckus. Okay.
Ruckus means hangama.
Hmm.
And the sentences are um, children raised a ruckus situation in class.
Hmm.
Always creating ruckus, it creates a bad impact.
Hmm.
Uh, People makes ruckus in police station.
Hmm.
And my second word is console.
Hmm. Santana.
Console means santwana dena. Yes, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
She tries to console her father.
Hmm.
Okay. In PTM, teacher gives the teacher console the sorry sir. In PTM, teacher console the parents.
Hmm. Okay.
And that's all sir.
ओके। देखिए, अभी कंसोल भी
अभी
एक बहुत
दिमाग में
कॉमन।
कुछ आ नहीं रहा है।
जी बोलिए, कोई बात नहीं। मैं आपको आप लोग को रास्ता दिखाऊंगा ना फिर। तो देखिए, कंसोल जो है मतलब सांत्वना देना, एज यू राइटली सेड। डोंट कंसोल मी, आई एम वेरी अपसेट।
Yes sir.
डोंट नो, he was trying to console no, his friend who had a no, major loss. Okay, consoling doesn't help always. It's time for action. Okay.
Sir, in last 15 or 20 minutes, what I struggled for making sentence related to word console कि every time ना वो try to console हर उसमें sentence में आ रहा था क्योंकि शायद इसी टाइप में मैंने सुना है
Hmm.
जैसे teachers tried to console him, she tried to console her father. तो
Hmm.
इस वजह से मैं उसमें अटक गई कि try to console जरूरी है क्या?
नहीं, ट्राई टू कंसोल जरूरी नहीं है ना। डोंट कंसोल मी, आई एम नॉट इन अ गुड मूड,
हम्म,
है ना। कंसोल तो सांत्वना देना होता है, तो मतलब हमेशा हम सांत्वना देने की कोशिश नहीं करते, हम सांत्वना देते भी हैं।
yes, sir. हम्म,
I don't want to get a consolation from a stranger. Why you are making me feel pity by consoling me? तो इसीलिए इसके लिए ही जरूरी है कि आपको, देखिए, कोई भी वर्ड आपने सोचा ना, तो उसको जरूरी है कि आप उस वर्ड के साथ में थोड़ा क्या बोलते हैं, आर्म रेसलिंग करो। मतलब जो भी वर्ड सुना, सोचा, डिसाइड किया, उसको लेकर के मिरर के सामने, दोस्तों के सामने, परिवार के सामने आपको वो उसको यूज करना पड़ेगा।
हम्म,
मतलब there are three words that you'll have to keep in mind: use, misuse और abuse। आप ये तीनों काम करेंगे अगर किसी वर्ड के साथ में, तभी वो आपका बनेगा। मतलब यूज मतलब ऑब्वियसली सीखा कि कैसे बनता है। मिसयूज मतलब जहां पे जरूरत नहीं थी वहां पे भी लगाया उसको। और अब्यूज है नेक्स्ट लेवल, जहां पे कि मतलब आपने लोगों को मतलब फ्रस्ट्रेट कर दिया। एक ही वर्ड को इतनी बार यूज किया कि भाई सामने वाला बोला कि भाई बस कर। ठीक है, तो यूज दिस टेक्निक। ओके, यूज, मिसयूज एंड अब्यूज। आपको ये काम हर एक वर्ड के साथ में करना पड़ेगा इफ यू वांट टू मेक दोज वर्ड्स योर्स।
yes, sir. Also, I want to ask one thing also. Last week, I read a message in WhatsApp that you messaged in a group कि Swaroop and I joined the meeting so far. हाँ, ये so far सर समझ नहीं आया था मुझे।
अभी तक सिर्फ स्वरूप और मैंने ही ज्वाइन किया है। सो फार मतलब वही, अभी तक।
तो मतलब जैसे कि करंट सिचुएशन जो प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन होती है उन सब में अभी तक के लिए सो फार ही लगाएंगे।
सो फार ही लगाएंगे। मान लिया जाए कि अभी देखिए ये जो क्लास है, इसमें इस ग्रुप में आप देखेंगे 1500 लोग हैं। So far, only Anjali ji and Swaroop have joined. So far मतलब ये होता है कि
अच्छा,
you are still hoping something more could happen, but अभी तक तो इतना ही है. Okay.
अच्छा,
I
ओके,
have I have appeared for 20 interviews so far. I have finished
दैट्स
2
वेरी नाइस.
chapatis so far.
हाँ,
मतलब कुछ और भी हो सकता है.
यस सर, ओके.
Okay. आपकी आवाज बहुत फीबल हो गई है.
हेलो, एम
अभी
आई
ठीक है.
ऑडिबल?
अभी ठीक है.
यस
हाँ.
सर, यस सर,
ओके. तो चलिए ये
यस
वर्ड्स का
सर.
तो हो गया. लेट्स गेट ऑन टू. सो आपने 2 वर्ड यूज किया था. एक था कंसोल, दूसरा वर्ड था
रको.
रकस. रकस मतलब हंगामा होता है भाई. डोंट क्रिएट अ रकस फॉर एवरीथिंग. ड्यूरिंग पॉलिटिक्स, all the political parties create a lot of ruckus. There was a lot of ruckus on the polling booth. News editors don't speak news, they create a ruckus.
डोंट मेक अननेसेसरी रकस.
Yep. अभी आप आ गए मुद्दे पे एकदम. हाँ. चलिए. तो वही बोल रहा हूँ कि ऑलवेज कीप दैट इन माइंड कि आपका वही वर्ड अच्छा होता है, वही वर्ड आपका हो जाता है इफ यू यूज योर टेक्निक ऑफ यूज, मिसयूज एंड अब्यूज. तो आप देख लीजिए, आप लोग को जो जो वर्ड को अपना बनाना है उसको यू हैव टू go through the 3 stages: use, misuse, and abuse. ठीक है. Okay. So now let's get on to our uh, topic discussion, which is which is how to prepare for interview or job interview. Interviewee's perspective मतलब जो इंटरव्यू देता है उसके हिसाब से. अगर मैं जा रहा हूँ तो how do I prepare?
Could
So
I
who?
start, sir?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Since I'm a fresher, I don't have sufficient idea about how to prepare for interview. But so far, I have learned a lot of things from my seniors and professor. So I'm gonna share you something. I mean, uh, which are very very important from my perspective. So first thing is that uh, try to have an eye contact.
Mhm.
So for interviews perspective, I mean, eye contact is very much necessary to show my confidence and strength. And second one is, I mean, just get to the point. So what you are trying to say, just be strict to the point and don't unnecessarily exaggerate the point. So just get to the point, and that is all about. And the third thing is, I mean, don't shake and nod your head. So don't shake your head unnecessarily and don't nod your head unnecessarily. So this will
Right
lose your
hand is right hand.
confidence.
Hmm.
So from interviewer perspective, I mean, they just want to mm, find that how much potential I have to do the job and how much strength I have to do the job in his company. So from this perspective, show your strength and just just whatever you are talking about, just say it confidently. And these are the very so many little things. And during interview, try to wear a and clean dress and try to have an very neat and clean uh, costumes or dresses. So
Okay.
these are the many factors. And at last, I want to conclude it in this way that whatever you are, I mean, if you don't have any sufficient knowledge about any question, just uh, try to say no. Sorry, sir. For this time, I cannot be able to recall this answer. So I will brush up on it more later after the interview. So in this way, you can convince the interviewer as well. So this is from my side,
Okay.
and this is all about it.
Okay. So I do have some feedback, but I'll hold it till we hear Anjali ji also. So Anjali ji, सुनाइए भाई, आपका पर्सपेक्टिव बताइए, देन आई विल ऐड माय टू सेंस.
Okay, sir. So, sir, if I'm going to facing my interview, so what points I get in my mind is, uh, first of all, uh, when I entered in the room. So first of all, I have to wish to everyone, and
Mhm.
self confidence is very very much important for all of us,
Hmm.
and that which is Swaroop mentioned, that eye contact is also very important. So if I'm going for an interview, so uh, express express the answers what interviewers ask to me, that explain him in a very direct way,
Hmm.
not make not to add any unnecessarily things which we don't have any use on particular place. And the another things that what comes in my mind is, don't like don't be fumble in front of interviewers, that he know he know that what I am struggling in my mind. If I don't know any perfect answer, so we make fumbling, or we make uh, any like mix up things.
Hmm.
We have to mix up the answers. So if there is if there is mix up in my mind, so what I gave him answer uh,
Hmm.
are, and
Okay.
yes sir. And at last, uh, if I have to conclude about this topic, that uh, we have to say, not directly no, that I don't know. uh, say him very politely.
Hmm.
That's all, sir.
Okay. तो देखिए, अभी there are some feedback points that I will share, and it is not meant for making you feel bad. Anybody, okay, both of you. We will only take this as a opportunity for improvement or correcting it. Okay. First thing, okay, whenever you talk about an interview, that requires preparation. Okay, every interview. So, as an interviewee, you will have to look at what are the things that I need to prepare for. Okay, so there are basically, three aspects. One is how how you look, how you make yourself look presentable in the interview. Obviously, I cannot go with my current this thing, right? I cannot go with uh, beard not being saved and looking unorganized. That is one. So I should look very polished and prepared and well dressed in a good getup. I mean, the dress doesn't have to be expensive, but it has to look organized. That is one. Second is the responses, those points that you guys talked about, that making eye contact, being confident, uh, not blabbering for things that you don't know. Instead, you can say that I don't know. But the only thing that you might want to add to that situation, when there is a question that you don't know about, you will not say, I mean, it's okay to say no, but just make some more addition to that response. You will say that yes, this is a topic that either I don't recollect right now, or this is not something that I've heard in recent past, but I can learn it. It should not be a problem. There are related concepts that I know. This is something that I can learn if if my job requires me to. Okay. So always give that positive message that yes, there's things that I know, which I'll explain. The things that I don't know, I should be able to learn this given the time. Should not be a problem. Okay. Now comes the most important part for the interview, which is, I mean, one is the look and feel, second is the responses, and third is the actual preparation. You have to always look at how you are preparing yourself. I mean, in terms of substance. That okay, you'll have to look at what are my strong areas, what are the topics, be it any particular engineering subject for you, Swaroop, or be it any particular subject for you, Anjali ji. Okay, depending on what job you are applying for, you have to first know what are my strong areas, which I'm very clear about. So if the interviewer says, what are your favorite subjects? You should be able to say, yes, these are the two subjects or three subjects where I have a very good command. So that you can divert the interviewer towards the topics that you can talk about in detail with lot more comfort. Okay. So you have to always, before the interview, you should know what are the topics that I'm very well prepared for, or the subject that I can talk about. Then you have to look at, based on the nature of the job I'm applying for, what are the possible subjects that they would be interested in and how I have prepared for that. Right. So let's say there could be three subjects that you like a lot, but you know that okay, let's say it's a steel making company, or for you, Anjali ji, let's say you're talking about a job in the hospital. Okay, I mean I'm just making it up. Okay, or let's say in the bank. So if you know bank, you would know that they would want to know talk to you about accounting. How much you know accounting, what preparation you are doing for learning the concepts of accounting, so that if they ask any question, because they will ask you questions about the things that is relevant from the job perspective, right? So how prepared are you? So apart from the two aspects, which is very very critical, you have to also kind of get to the specifics of the subjects, your strong areas, and the things that would be of interest for the job. I mean, if you know, if you are applying for an IT company or for a manufacturing company or for a bank or for a public sector job, you would know what are the things that is relevant for that job and how much you know about it. So you'll have to do research. If you already don't know about it, you have to do research and make yourself ready. So now, if I add it all together, there are three things that you have to always keep in mind. One is how you present yourself, meaning how do you get up, how to be organized. Second is how to ensure that you always give a good response, making eye contact, having a smile on your face, giving a very positive message for with every response. Okay, how you are articulating, right? And then the third thing is what are the things that you are preparing, because if you are going for any interview without being prepared, you are the first one to be knocked off.
To be,
Okay,
to be.
knocked off,
Knocked out.
knocked out, knocked off, जो भी बोलेंगे मतलब छाटना.
Sir, please spell out. No.
Knock, Knock, knock.
अच्छा अच्छा. Knocked
Knock
out.
out, yeah, knock off, O double F. Okay, so coming back to this topic, when you have to talk about it, uh, you guys had that structure in mind, how to set the context, what all I have to do. Uh, you added points and then you concluded also. So that structure was fine, but the middle section where you had to add a lot of substance with respect to your preparation, I felt that you guys did not talk about the preparation part of it. And that's the most critical thing, which adds a lot of weight to your chances for success. Now let me stop. Did I say something that was not right, or which you feel can be tailored or changed?
Sir, how could I add some points about preparation? Preparation is still going on and still pending. So actually, it's not
No,
completed for me.
no, so you will see, keep any assumptions out of your mind. Okay, now think with a fresh mind. that if you are going for an interview of let's say JSW Steel versus Telco versus TCS versus Infosys, or for a bank PO, would you do the same preparation or would you do different preparation?
Of course, different.
Sir, I think
Right?
different preparation.
Right? So, what is the difference? One thing is whatever you know or whatever you are good at, that is your strong point. Okay. It may or may not be relevant for that job, but still that is your strong point. Okay. So, that you will keep with you. That I would want the interviewer to go in that direction so that I can talk about things that is of my interest. Okay. Second thing, part of the preparation is again, preparation is going on and will go on. You might keep on fine tuning your preparation, keep on adding more material to it. But from a structure point of view, you will always think, okay, who is my interviewer? Which company I'm applying for? Which interview I have to appear for? Now, what they do, what they would want to listen from me. Why would they even select me? Right? Why would they select you will be a function of what is that you know that is important for them, and how prepared are you to talk about those things that is of relevance for them. Yeah. हो सकता है कि आप पहली बार जब प्रिपेयर करते हो तभी आप एकदम पक्का प्रिपरेशन नहीं कर सकते हो, बट दैट इज नॉट द ओनली कंपनी इन दैट रोल दैट दैट सेगमेंट. मान लिया जाए आपने टेल्को के लिए अप्लाई किया है, टेल्को इंटरव्यू में गए, आपने तैयारी की लेकिन गड़बड़ा गया मामला. ओके, दूसरी कंपनी भी आएगी, हिंडाल्को आएगी, ठीक है, उसमें भी सिमिलर काम होता है. Whatever you learn from your experience with telco, you will append, add, correct, strengthen, and then you'll go for Hindalco interview. Correct? Same thing. Let's say अंजलि जी आप जाते हैं बैंक के लिए जॉब अप्लाई करते हो, आपने बैंक ऑफ बड़ौदा में अप्लाई किया, प्रिपरेशन किया, जो भी बोला गड़बड़ा गया मामला. स्टेट बैंक में अप्लाई करे फिर आपने, उसका इंटरव्यू है. तो whatever learning you had from your previous interview, you will take that, make some corrections, and then you go for the next interview. So that is, see, this is the process of establishing the relevance. एक चीज मैं लिख के दे रहा हूं, कोई भी कंपनी आपको, मुझे या किसी को भी ऐसे रिक्रूट नहीं करती है unless they find a motivation for recruiting us, and that motivation comes with relevance. How relevant are you going to be for that job for which you are applying? And that relevance you can showcase only if you are prepared to talk about it.
Got it, sir.
तो मैं बहुत चीज बोलता हूं जो कि लगेगा कि अरे सर तो गड़बड़ बोल रहे हैं, बट एक्चुअली पता है बहुत ज्यादा मीठा बोलना इज नॉट गुड. टू मच ऑफ शुगर
हाँ,
क्रिएट्स.
ये भी सही है. थोड़ा बहुत डर लगना भी मतलब अच्छा होता है. थोड़ा बहुत डरा हुआ हूँ तब थोड़ा बहुत प्रिपरेशन करूंगा और ज्यादा.
हाँ,
ये भी
डर
होता
नहीं
है.
नहीं, डर लगने की जरूरत नहीं है. आई नेवर से एनीबडी टू पैनिक, बट इट्स मोर लाइक अ रियलिटी चेक. मैं किसी कंपटीशन में compete तब करता हूं व्हेन आई एम कॉम्पिटेंट,
यस सर.
है ना. तो अपने को इतना कॉम्पिटेंट बनाना है कि सामने वाला बोले कि भाई इससे बढ़िया तो कोई मिल ही नहीं सकता है. So we have to prepare, we have to present and do it in a planned way. So 3 P's: plan, prepare and present.
Still, I am trying to prepare, sir. I mean, I am preparing, but I don't know what I have to do after that.
नहीं,
So I am trying my best right now.
see, we all do our best. I have zero doubt about anybody. Okay, भाई हम ही लोग से आम आदमी तो करते हैं, थोड़े ज्योति बसु आके जॉब लेके जाएंगे.
Hmm.
ठीक है ना. So I mean ज्योति बसु was just a name, but what I'm saying is कि we don't need superstars for jobs. Those are the jobs taken by people like us, and who gets that job depends on who follows that 3P criteria, who follows that 3P structure. Plan. So whatever you are preparing, Swaroop, I would, Anjali ji, I would say, have you planned for it? Don't just go for a mad rush. Look at your strategy. See what all you are preparing, how you are preparing for it. Is there anything that you want to change as a plan? Okay. And then plan, then prepare. And after you have done these two, then you have to just present. That's all. Okay.
All right, sir.
अंजलि जी, कोई बात अगर irrelevant लगी तो बताइए.
No, sir, no, sir.
Hmm.
Of course, it will be helpful for me in future.
And see, sooner we realize what we need to do, easier the subsequent phases become. Okay. चलिए तो फिर आज के लिए हम लोग यहीं पे खत्म करते हैं. I'll have to get into something. Okay. And we'll meet again next week. But use two things, two takeaways. Use, misuse, and abuse for learning things. And 3P strategy for clearing interviews. Okay. Plan, prepare, and present. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Chaliye, let's meet again next week.